Hi, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Bro Show. Bro Show. Bro Show. Hugh and Chris. Well, all right. And now, Disneyland Paris News.
Closing early. Closing down. Can I get a squidness? Celeb goss. Welcome to a Chris and Hugh Bro show. First things first, Chris. We need to get rid of these flowers.
Come out of the way,
because you know
it's not really appropriate, is it?
And we can reveal our lovely new sign. Listeners, I can barely describe how magnificent this Bro show sign is that's behind us.
Like Mr. Hammond from Jurassic Park, he was spared no expense here.
Yeah. I'll leave it up to your imagination. It's just a shame, listeners, that you can't see it. So welcome back, Chris, because Chris has been prancing about on stage.
I've been showing,
doing a star turn in Sweeney Todd.
It's been fun. It's been really fun.
Sweeney Todd himself.
But I've missed you guys. And I feel totally out of touch with anything at all to do with DLP, so I'm literally following your lead today.
Well, that's how I feel most weeks.
Yeah, so it's your turn.
I mean, did you see the shambolic beginning to my daddy-daughter show? Luckily, Lucie came halfway through. And
I didn't think it was shambolic. I thought you covered it masterfully. It's hard, though, isn't it, when it's just you and one kid?
Yeah.
And you've not got someone else to kind of help you. When I do the shows with Lucas, I find myself getting frustrated because he gives one-word answers to everything.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost someone's name on my thing when I was doing that, so I had to, and I was on my tablet, so I had to download Facebook, and I realised it was on Messenger. I had to download 2 apps while I was fluffing for time,
right?
Just to find someone's name, instead of just going, so I've lost your name, but I got it in the end. Anyway, Chris, what should we do first?
Should we do the normal stuff?
Yeah.
You want to go into the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are they?
Oh, we're sounding.
All right. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Can I get a sweetness?
That's you just playing things back as usual.
Where's my whistle?
I don't know. That was all pretty shambolic.
All about please.
Oi, 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 oi.
First in the chat today is let me just change the filter here. First in the chat is guess who?
Was it the Dunn family?
Classic, yeah. Dunn family back from
that.
Pathos. Welcome back. Yay. First in the chat, as always. Out tonight, cinema, but we'll catch up on podcasts. Have a great show, everyone. Oh, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
See, the Dunn family stopped by just to claim that first comment spot.
I can do that, Mickey one.
Thanks for stopping by.
I can't do the laugh. I can't get high enough to do the laugh.
That's how I get into it.
Yeah, I know, and I'm envious of you.
That's my get-in line, because you need one of those when you're acting, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
Let's start with this one. Can't wait for the show. Been building the Disney Haunted Mansion Lego all day. Oh, Chris, have you seen that little Disney castle you could get when you went to the Lego stores?
I did, yeah. I sent a message to you to
yeah. That's where I heard of it.
I tweeted it. Oh,
that's right.
On the Twitter.
Well, I saw it.
Some of you might not have read it because you only get 600 tweets a day now, so you might not have actually seen it. But hey, who knows? I'm just going to do something because I've just realised in the background here that the green screen's still on, even though you can't see it. So I'm just going to turn the green screen off. Carry on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, so it's going a bit.
It's just doing a bit.
It's going a bit weird.
I'm going to stop it doing funny stuff by making it go away.
Yeah, so it's like a Disney 100. It was just a little castle made up about like a few things, and I hope it's still on actually. Maybe next week.
It was 2 days only.
God,
Darn it! Today and yesterday, and that was it.
Never mind.
But they were quite cool, the little tiny ones.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
Have you seen the new castle?
Yes. Yeah.
It's the same as the old castle, but slightly different colour.
Yeah.
With a few little new extras in it, and
I've not looked too close actually, but is that what it is?
And princesses and princes instead of the Fab Five.
Oh.
Or 4 of the Fab Five.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right.
Aaron. Oh my God, you guys are quick. Suppose Aaron's referring to the Dunn family.
Probably.
And let's start with this one. Because people are in the chat way before we are.
I was surprised to see how many people had chatted when
You were?
Turned the
He
computer on.
exclaimed.
I did.
Gareth Pierce Theme Parks, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello to Andrew, who says bonjour.
Bonjour. I got your tweet, Andrew. I'm going to mention it later on when we talk about Squidward or whatever it is that you put in the news.
Hello to Mel, who says hello. And Kerry,
Hello.
who says evening all. And
Evening
Moritz. Andrew Palmer's predicted soundtrack for today's show. I predict a riot by Kaiser Chiefs, Yellow Submarine, The Beatles, ABC, Guardians of the Galaxy Dance-Off version, Jackson 5, Padme's theme. Anyway, hello to John. Hey everyone, last live show for me. For 2 weeks, I'm off on a 14-night Scandinavian cruise on Friday.
Well, it's interesting you say it's the last one for you because, spoiler alert, I'm having a hernia operation next week, so I don't think I'm going to be here on Sunday because I think I'll probably be resting in bed.
Oh, well.
So I apologise to everyone. I keep almost coming back. I will be back properly at some point. I promise you. And I'll start to remember and understand what happens in DLP and all that sort of stuff, and putting all the pressure on you two to produce shows and that.
Well, we hope it all goes all right for you, Chris.
Well, I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
I just won't be allowed to drive, and as much as we live in the same house, I think driving from my side of the house to your side of the house
Too
might
much
be
effort.
quite difficult. Yeah.
And then finally, I'm saying finally because I'm going to do these quickly. Hello to Kiva and Disney Bride 2013.
Hiya.
Aaron's spent the weekend at London Pride, so he's absolutely exhausted.
Awesome.
But had the best time. Emma is here, as is Jimmy and Katia, and the solo show, Stan is here.
Hey, Stan.
Hey, gang, they unlocked the door and let Chris back in, I see.
They did. They let me in. It's a partition door, and...
he just kicked it down.
Well, my side of it's been open all the time. You know what it's like when you stay in a hotel with adjoining rooms. My door's been always open, but they've just kept theirs locked.
And then we've got Main Street Princess and Alad, hello from Ireland. 64 days until Anaheim. 271 days until Orlando. Might slot in a cheeky DLP visit around 204 days.
That's a schedule, isn't it?
That sounds like a plan.
That sounds amazing.
And Daisy says 22 days till our next trip to DLP. And voiceover guy is joining us, and as is Thea.
Hi, Thea.
And that's everyone.
Wow, that's everybody.
Yeah, it's everyone in the chat today so far.
Nice to have you all here.
Those who are willing to speak up.
I feel a little bit, like a rabbit in headlights today. I'm not used to doing this. So I'm a little bit shocked by it all and a bit confused.
I'm pretty chill today.
Yeah, you seem it.
I feel chill.
I don't know if that bodes well or not.
Yeah.
Right, do we do news
we'll
now, or do we do
Let's have a drink.
Okay.
Before we get cracking.
Hey, ole, it's showtime. All together. Your tiki 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 cup in your tiki 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 cup. Well, you made yourself a
Mine's actually green today, not
from your tiki 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 cup.
What? I've just spilled as well.
Yeah, we both just spilled. In fact, I because we've actually got some, because it's the brochure, we've actually got some different cups today. And I forgot that I'd actually put something in this as well. And I nearly picked this up with gusto, and it would have gone everywhere. But Chris, as it's the brochure, as I'm going to keep mentioning, you're going to have a Sports Direct mug.
I think you've given me this before.
Yeah.
Or did you give it to Lucy?
And I've got this football one that my brother-in-law inexplicably got me. It's like got Panini stickers on, and I've no interest in football. I think he might think I like football, but I don't. But I do like the retro charm of this Panini sticker mug.
It's nice, yeah.
It's all right, isn't it?
There is no way to look at this Sports Direct mug in the right way. It's completely printed wrongly.
It's wrongly printed.
It's all wrong. Everything about it is wrong, including the size.
You could kill a man with that thing.
But, yeah, I mean, for a lad. Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to have these little ciders that we got free in the Trinity Centre in Leeds. They were giving them out, so we got 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got a load of beer for free yesterday.
Tiny ciders.
Because
Listen to this. This is bro sound. Listen to this. Look at us. We're like a couple of alpha males, aren't we, Chris? Yeah, we're not. Cause
shut up talking about stuff.
Bonnie and I watched the Muppets film, one of the recent ones, and I cried at the end.
The original recent one.
Yeah. What is it, from about 2015 or something?
Motion picture.
2013 or something like that.
The seventh one, not the eighth one.
Right. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Because in the eighth one, this is the seventh motion picture since that.
Oh, did they?
One or something like that.
Oh, and it's wrong.
No, it's seventh. Oh, seventh since would make it the eighth, wouldn't it?
Mm.
That's what I'm
All
assuming.
right.
I don't know.
Should we do some news?
About? Go on then, let's do some news.
You did do a bong, a bonus bong.
Bonus bong.
So closing early, Chris, due to the ongoing unrest in Paris following, the news of the fatal shooting of a teenager, the park will close early at 9:30 rather than its usual summertime of 11. This does mean that Disney Dreams Nighttime Spectacular will not be performed because it's required that it's dark, sufficiently dark for the show, and Disney Village will close early at 11.
Is this ongoing then? Because I knew it was for. I saw the message about it being yesterday, and I figured that it will carry on until.
Yeah. I guess they're just announcing it like a couple of days at a time or something. I don't know. Just keeping their eye on it, I guess. But it's just to allow guests and cast members to be able to travel home safely at the earlier time.
It's awful to see this level of unrest at the moment. I think it's not a nice situation at all, and
no.
Try to talk about the magic, but there's horrible stuff happening.
Yeah. Well, I hope you're all safe out there.
Yeah. Stay safe, people.
I think that's all there's to say, really, about that. But yeah, it's another thing that's... I know there's bigger problems in the world, but, selfishly, if you're on holiday and it's going to affect you, then and you've been saving up for it, it's still still something to be sad about.
You managed to get there on a day when there aren't strikes and things should be going ahead, and they're not going ahead now, and it just takes a shine off a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 5,842 more days until Stan's next Disney trip.
That's soon, right?
How long is that?
7 years, 6 years? I don't know, more than that.
Closing down, Chris, was the next headline.
Closing
down.
Early
and closing down. DLP have announced a swathe of closures throughout September. And what I've done, because I'm going to tell you what these are, but to visualize it, it's quite difficult. So what I've done, Chris, is I've got a little homemade calendar here of September, and we're going to highlight the days and find out which is the worst day to be in the park.
Oh, okay.
With these closures. So I'm going to give you this.
Can we not peg it up over the brochure peg?
We could do.
And then people can see it?
Yeah.
Well, you can if you zoom right in on it.
Or it all falls down. So while you're doing that, the attractions that are closing down in Disneyland Park, Hyperspace Mountain's closing. September 18th to 22nd, so like 4 days. Is that 5 days inclusive? 18, 19, 20. So 5
days. Okay.
Yeah. Peter Pan's Flight is closing from the 4th to the 22nd.
Oosh.
That's a big one. And also, that ride gobbles up a lot of people in the morning times. So it's a shame for that to be happening. Are you getting
cider burps?
I don't know what's happening. Lucie's normally belching on the mic, isn't she? Yeah. And then she normally points it out. She goes, sorry, it's belching. We miss you, Lucie. Indiana Jones is closing on the 25th with no end date yet announced, I believe.
Am I supposed to be marking all these on, by the way?
Actually, I was just going to rattle through them and then we could do it slowly, but we might as well be doing it.
Okay, so
Disneyland Park, Hyperspace Mountain. Now, so Hyperspace Mountain's in blue.
Okay.
According to the key.
I just opened the orange because we mentioned Indiana Jones.
Okay. And that's blue. The 18th to
September.
To the 22nd. Well, it's all September. That's the only month we've got up here.
I'm sorry about the wavy
line. That is a wobbly line.
It's because I've decided to pin it up. Okay, so 18th to the 22nd. Yeah.
Peter Pan's Flight, 4th to the 22nd.
There's 4th to the 22nd.
That's obviously the green highlighter.
I need to do that a bit further down there.
Yeah, you've planned ahead. I see. You've chosen like a like a level up each box to do it.
Unfortunately, it's not in line with the key. It's not in line with the key. It should have gone above. But anyway.
So Indy's closing from the 25th, and then just right through to the end of the month and beyond. We don't know how long that is. Do you know? Have you seen these? Apparently, there's some new props in the ride queue for Indy.
Yeah, I saw that.
But it's like an open notebook with like a drawing of a dial in it. Chris, listeners, has added a question mark at the end of
because we don't know when it's going to reopen. We don't know.
Then in Walt Disney Studios, we have Ratatouille, September 11th to the 29th.
11th to the 29th.
So, yeah, not quite to the end of the month.
11th to the 29th.
And finally, Avengers Flight Force in pink. 4th to the 8th. I was now this one. I was hoping for a longer closure so that I would get the impression they were like putting some
going to do something with
decent theming in there.
At the beginning
but
of the year.
like, what's 5 days? That's just enough to like clean the carpets.
Yeah, it's not much, is it?
So
yeah,
looking at this, when's the worst? Like, well, there's
it's the weekend. With the week of the 18th,
there's
is
5
the worst
days.
in terms of rides shut, isn't it?
Yeah. So week commencing 18th, Monday the 18th through to the 22nd. You've got Hyperspace, Ratatouille, and Peter Pan are all down.
They are 3 massive, busy rides as well, though.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting because Peter Pan's flight, if you think first thing in the morning, it's rammed, isn't it? Like from opening right through to closing, you end up with 80-minute to 120-minute queues regularly. That's a lot to have to fit in somewhere else. So expect other rides to be busy too. It's not a holiday week though, is it? So
is it?
No,
No,
not in
no,
the UK.
no,
It's not anyway.
No.
We're all
So
back at school, so
the least bad day is the 30th because just Indy's closed then. Ratatouille's open the day before.
most people could cope with Indy being shut, I reckon.
Yeah, they could. Well, most people don't even go up there.
No, no.
So the 30th is fine.
Yep.
And all that week, Ratatouille's closed as well, leading up to that. But then, so it's the week before, the 18th. That's a bit of a mess. One before that, you've got Ratatouille and Peter Pan. Peter Pan's closed for a big chunk of this.
Here's a hypothetical for you. You're in the studios and Ratatouille's...
Am I having a nice time?
Yeah, well, of course. You're having a nice time.
I'm having a lovely time.
No, actually, no, you're having a horrible time. Ratatouille's shut. So...
Yeah.
What if, let's say, if Ratatouille's something that you like and you would normally go on.
Let's imagine...
I know it's not your favourite.
For a second that I love that ride.
Right.
So
you love that ride. You're having a horrible time because it's shut.
Yeah.
What do you go on instead? Like, what's your equivalent while you're in the studios? What's your alternative? What do you do instead of that ride? Because Peter Pan, there are other comparable rides in Fantasyland, aren't there? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Like sort of fairy tale dark rides.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there are other roller coasters, so for those two shut, that's fine. You got to do a different one.
Maybe Spider-Man,
Spidey.
because it's got 3D and screens. That's the closest equivalent I can think of.
There isn't one, is there? So that's quite a big closure, that, for the studios, I think.
Yeah.
I guess you have to shut them sometimes.
It happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like how they do all the roadworks in summer around here because the roads are a bit empty with no school traffic. You know, and all of a sudden it's roadworks everywhere. Mind you, it's like that anywhere around here, isn't it?
But also, they'll be trying to get as much of this done as they can so that they can have them open for Halloween period, won't they, when the holidays start. So,
Yeah.
So that's why.
But do you know what? I think this is a good way of doing it. Like this calendar.
I quite like this.
At a glance, you can go, oh, there's 3 colours on that day. That's a shame.
If you pinch your screen as well, if you're watching on a phone, pinch your screen and zoom in on it and then
I'll tweet it as well.
screenshot it.
I'll tweet this for listeners under the hashtag, this is on Twitter. I might chuck it on Instagram, but it doesn't seem like an Instagram app. Maybe I'll put it. No, I won't. Hashtag 37 Disney Street, September.
But can I just ask that if you do have this picture and people ask you on, for instance, Disneyland Paris advice group on Facebook, don't share this because they'll ban you. They'll say, no, you're not allowed to use that because that's not official. So if you're going to share this sort of information, share the official information, not this scribbled on bit of paper that we've stuck behind us.
Cover our backs.
Yeah. We don't want to be culpable for people turning up and not being able to go on Ratatouille when they thought they would be able to.
Hopefully it's a given that, we can't be held responsible for any information we give.
No, we're like
I hope it's a given.
we're like 90s TV show Eurotrash with that equivalent of the DLP news. I think.
Which one are you?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think I'm Jean Paul.
Oh yeah, you're definitely Jean Paul.
Right. So
What else?
what else? We have. I'll tweet that in a moment. Can I get a squidness? Now we seem to be talking about the Nautilus every week so far, but I did think it was worth mentioning because the squid attack has been removed. One of the reasons Bonnie doesn't like the ride, but she doesn't like it in general just because it's dark down there. But the squid attack's been removed. What do you think about that? So it's going to be a shame, isn't it, to not have a big squid attack in?
Well, it's interesting you should say that because Andrew Palmer, who's in the chat today, actually retweeted one of Jim Shull's tweets from earlier today, and Jim says this: "It's good that the Nautilus walkthrough attraction at DLP has been refreshed. However, replacing the animatronic squid for a video screen runs against the show that Tom Sherman, who I work with, designed. The effort to create the bubbles in the viewport and figure are gone." And this is he also retweeted someone else's post which says, "Here's a video compilation of Disneyland Paris Nautilus, Muriel the giant squid, one of the most ambitious animatronics ever created by Disney at the time in 1994, now gone forever, replaced by screens."
Well, when you put it like that.
Well, we're not fans of that, are we? We've talked about this before. You don't like the rides where you go in and you just watch Donald Duck flying from one screen to the next. And
Well,
I know that's a bad example.
No, that's an example of a ride that I love, but I don't think is very good. The what's it called?
Grand Fiesta.
Grand Fiesta in Epcot.
Yeah.
It's not a great ride, but I love it because I like the theme of it. I like Donald Duck, but it's just screens,
Yeah.
like dated video on a screen.
And I do think it's a shame because
But I love it.
because the animatronics are what make Disney parks, and I know you have to keep moving forward. Thanks, Walt. And that we should always be looking to the future and how we can do things differently and better. But I think it's a real shame to lose some of these things.
So what's it been replaced with? Whales and dolphins. Whales and dolphins. Yeah. Did you have that on the list, Andrew? Did you think we'd be singing Whales and Dolphins by Terrorvision?
Well, they're from Bradford, aren't they?
And also sharks.
Sharks.
I've seen some of the videos. I didn't look too carefully because I thought, no, I do want to go down and see this.
It's apparently influenced by the multiplane camera.
What, the song Whales and Dolphins by Terrorvision?
Yeah. No. Apparently. Although I'm interested to see in what way, because it's obviously a 3D thing, but I think they've done a layered up
This
thing,
is the
what I'm guessing.
Disney pioneered glass sheets to create depth as seen in a lot of their early films.
If you want to know more about it, go and listen to some of our very early podcasts and the Classics podcast, because it comes up a lot in the gold
Snow
and
White,
silver
Bambi.
era. Yeah. Oh, Bambi.
Mercedes, our friend from Chat Disney, was saying she's been 14 times to DLP and has never done Nautilus.
Well, I've not done it either, and now I'm not going to get to see that animatronic squid. And I actually, having seen walkthroughs of it, I was looking forward to seeing that. But it's been shut the last 2 times I've been.
Yeah, and Ryan on Twitter was getting involved in that chat, and exactly the same situation with Ryan. He's been about 14 times, he reckons, as well, and hasn't been down to the Nautilus.
Oh dear.
It's like it's not. It's just one of those nice. Like I think I said a couple weeks ago or something. It's one of those that I like to know is there. I probably won't go on it most trips, but I like that it's there, and I'll definitely go on it next time. I'll make a point of it. But it's just it's nice that it's in that land as well with the whole Jules Verne fit theme.
It's one of the few things that actually fits there now, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are people saying in the chat?
Well,
I've been neglecting them.
Alid says, "I can't stand those DLP advice Facebook pages. Most of the posts are, I've never left Hull before. Do they sell chicken nuggets and Pepsi Max in France?"
That sounds about right.
Oh, that's funny.
We always say the ones I like are the ones that start with "here now," which normally means they're going to ask like, "Where can I get a jumper? Because I'm cold."
I've just finished with my pram. I'm going to leave it outside.
Oh dear.
Peter Pan's flight. If anyone wants it, go pick it up. What Katya said, it's better than that. I'm going in 2 months. What's the weather going to be like?
Yeah.
Then Nathan says, hello chaps, long-time listener, part-time popper-inner. 60 days until our first DLP trip with my 7-year-old girl. We're not telling her until the morning of the flight. Any advice or ideas? Don't let her watch this episode because I've just read out your message. Advice and ideas?
We're not telling her until the morning.
I know you've done this once before.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, you know your child better than ours, but like thinking back when we've done that, we've known after it's gone wrong that it wasn't a good idea because she does like to get involved and to be surprised and not, be told, right, you've got an hour to pack. It's been a bit stressful for her, and she likes to get into she's like me basically. Like if someone goes, right, get your shoes on, you're having a surprise afternoon, I'll be like, well, I had things planned. You've got to give me notice. So my only advice really, without wanting to spoil, you doing a surprise, is just know that you're 100% sure that she's going to be okay with the surprise.
Yeah.
She probably will be because, that's just how Bonnie is. So any advice or ideas about what? Just going to the park. It's the first trip. 7 years old, first trip. I mean, it's the perfect age, isn't it?
It is, and I guess it depends what your kid likes doing. If you think they're going to like meeting the characters, get yourself an autograph book because it makes it that bit better, I think. It certainly did for Lucas last time we went. He loved that.
There's things we've learned about Bonnie on Disney trips, like the fact that she doesn't like mannequins, like in attractions. She doesn't like them, or dark tunnels, things like that.
There's one thing with Lucas, which I guess is similar to what you were saying about Bonnie and being surprised, is that Lucas doesn't like, he'd be scared of the idea of going on any of those rides because he doesn't know what to expect from them. So we've always built it up, and that's one of the big reasons we watch ride-throughs of things, because it gets him set up to understand what's going to happen, basically. And that helps him enjoy it. So,
well, Nathan says, my 7-year-old, chaos incarnate.
Sounds like my 6-year-old.
My 7-year-old is chaos incarnate. Yeah.
Get a harness so that they can't run off.
I mean, it might be an idea just to suggest. I'm not saying this to you specifically, Nathan, but just like in general, like if people are thinking about surprising and they're not sure whether or not to drop it on them as you're going or give them a bit more notice, is maybe just to just drop a hint, a couple of days before that, you might be going somewhere and,
Yeah.
As long as you don't think they're going to go, oh, well, it's obviously going to be there then, if they're going to work it out. But you know what to do. You know your own kids, don't you?
Absolutely.
I don't want to impose what's happened with us.
The other thing
it went
for me
quite
is,
badly one year. Like we hid her suitcase in the hallway, and she opened the door, and she was like, her face dropped because it was just too much to take in. Like, we're going now. Get in the car. Yeah.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something.
Sorry.
It's all right. No, I know what I was going to say. On a lot of these advice groups, people talk about planning to the nth degree what they're going to do, and my big advice would probably be not to do that too much, because the spontaneity of it all is what makes it. Being able to do, especially when you're going there for your kid, let them lead the way. Like you do, you choose this thing, don't you? So
yeah, we take it in turns. We each have a choose of what we're going to do next, what ride we're going to do.
And if we've done that when we've done virtual days in the park here, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it works really well. It's a really nice way of balancing out the day and letting them choose what they want to do, but also understand that that everyone else is there on their holidays and stuff as well. So
yeah, I think people need to. I think the kids need to have some say in what's going on, to really get enjoyment out of it. I'm just revealing the brochure.
Yeah, that's better. Bring the brochure back.
Title card. But you know what? She's going to love it, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Or your money back. Not a guarantee.
Have we got more news?
What was the other bit of news? So it's celeb goss.
I'll give you another bong.
Thanks for the bong.
You're welcome.
The celeb goss. Oh, yeah, we're finished with the squid, aren't we? Right, listen to this, Chris. Can you believe this? A bit of celeb goss for you. Liam Payne and his girlfriend Kate Cassidy looked. This is from. Is it from the Daily Mail?
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Liam Payne and his girlfriend Kate Cassidy looked as loved up as ever during their trip to Disneyland Paris on Saturday, while ex Cheryl celebrated her 40th. The former One Direction star, 29, and his influencer girlfriend, 23, took to Instagram to share the adorable snaps of their Disney adventure. He donned a white and black striped baseball T-shirt with... I can't. I can't do anymore.
Is this where we've got to?
I can't do anymore. No, that wasn't real news. That was just something I thought, like, that's like, who cares?
It comes up all the time though, because I keep an eye on the DLP news through Google News channels and stuff, so I get alerts and things when stuff happens. But it's always about celebrities who are wearing specific clothes, or one, like sometimes it's just a mention of Disneyland Paris because one of them went there once 5 years ago, and it's just an article that's nothing to do with that at all. It's just a nuisance. Anyway,
I love it when you find out that celebrities like Chris Evans, the American Chris Evans, he loves Disneyland, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
and it just makes me like him even more.
Yeah,
when you find that out.
He seemed very excited to come and visit DLP last year when the Avengers Campus opened. Or was it when the Hotel New York opened? I think it was, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? There's another thing I saw, but it didn't seem like that. I'm sorry to say this. It didn't seem like that big a deal to me. It was. Have you seen this? Is it called Hero Up?
All right.
They've got like 12 participants to work with some costume designers and makeup artists and like recreate some sort of costumes and makeup, and then they've taken photographs of them. Because when I saw this, I thought, oh, this sounds interesting. But ultimately, it ends up in some photographs being displayed in the Marvel Hotel.
Right.
I think that's about it.
Did you talk about...
That'd be interesting to some people, but I thought, it just got like less impressive as the video went on.
Yeah. Did you talk about Lightning McQueen being back last week or the week before?
No.
Oh, Lightning McQueen's appearing in the studios from time to time again now.
Where?
Just driving about.
Oh, right.
Just driving about, you know.
When was he last
It's
seen
a guy
driving
in a
around?
costume.
Yeah.
Well, it's two of them, obviously, front and back end.
Yeah. Imagine me the back end of a car. Yeah, that's what your job is. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Is something that our friend Susie says. And they went to Disneyland.
They did.
On an impromptu trip last week.
Yes.
And
Came back.
they've announced when they came back pregnant. Yeah. No, they'd announced that they're having another baby. So congratulations.
Yes, congratulations
to our
Susie.
friends Susie and Dan and sister Dot. Yeah. Two girls, I believe.
What do we do now?
What do we do now?
Well, I've got no listener reports or questions or anything at the moment because I've not really been fishing for them recently.
Let's have a little look at the chat, and then what we'll do is, Chris, I think we should have a little mandate in Disney, me and you.
Oh, can we?
Ooh, we can.
Are we going to drink?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Do you know what?
We can do what we like.
Can you imagine, Chris, just you and me in the park for a day? The shenanigans. Oh, the fun we'd have. I mean, we have fun with our families. But we'd have a different type of fun, wouldn't we?
The topiaries we would see.
But what's been going on in the chat, actually? Emma says, I think I remember going to Nautilus once in 2017 or something like that, but it's never been open when I've been since.
No,
that's true, though. So, that's part of the problem, isn't it? And Emma also adds, here now, where's the toilet? That's what we're talking about.
It shut again unexpectedly yesterday or the day before, didn't it, the Nautilus?
Oh, yeah.
There was a picture on DLP report of the door shut, so I think they obviously had some technical hiccups. Yeah, bet that wouldn't have happened with the animatronics, eh?
So, Chris.
Yeah.
Bro Day. Mandate.
Yeah.
Are we sleeping in, or are we there, like, opening? We're there at rope drop, aren't we?
We're at rope drop.
Come on.
Yeah.
Couple of expert bros like us.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Couple of alpha males.
Yeah.
Elbowing our way to the front like gorillas. Like a couple of silverbacks.
Absolutely. Are we starting with breakfast then, or are we just getting on with it?
We should have breakfast, and it should be something
Manly.
meaty. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, what can we have that's meaty at breakfast time?
Like a bacon and an egg, bacon and sausage sandwich.
Are we going to
steak? Where can we get steak for breakfast?
that early?
Yeah.
Now we're going up to the what's it called? I want to say Videopolis.
All right, yeah. For the quick service breakfast, yeah.
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 Should we go there?
Hyperion Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels like,
That's all right.
We're a couple of guys on the town.
Yeah,
we haven't got time. We just want to grab some patties. This is the language you use. Want to grab... Yo, me and my bro here, we just want to grab a couple of patties, some egg, get it in a bap, yo, and that's us.
I'm not even going to have a coffee because it'll take too long. We don't have time. We don't have time for coffee. We don't have time for it.
Have we snuck any alcohol into the park? No, we don't recommend doing that.
No, don't sneak alcohol.
Don't
into
do
the park.
that.
Don't shut us down. No, we'll buy some alcohol when we can.
We certainly will.
As soon as we can.
When's the earliest we can get a drink in DLP?
It's France, so I imagine with breakfast.
Yeah, we get a lovely.
Can anyone
lovely
confirm
wine.
or deny that? Can we get breakfast beer at Hyperion?
Yeah. So we've done that. We're in that area. We're sticking around. You reckon, or are we like?
So here's the thing, right? I mean, I'm a lad. I'm a bloke. You know me. I
You're
like a thrill as much as the
ruddy,
next man.
A ruddy bloke.
Exactly. Yeah. And I like a thrill as much as the next man, but. I need people to goad me into doing things like roller coasters, but once I'm going. So you kind of need to lead the way on that.
I'm egging you on, Chris. We're going straight on Hyperspace Mountain.
Brilliant. That's great because that's what I want to do, but I just don't have the guts to do it without
pushing you in there.
It's kind of like, without getting too personal, it's kind of like how much I'm dreading going under general anaesthetic on Friday next week. Because I've never done that before. I'm really, really worried about it. I kind of wish that there was someone else who was doing it at the same time who could go, come on, it'll be fine, come in with me.
Yeah,
but there isn't.
like challenging each other.
Yeah.
Doing shots beforehand. Probably can't do that, can you?
No. Are we going single rider or are we queuing? Because I've never experienced it. Do you miss a lot by not going on a single, by going single rider?
I think I normally do a single rider. Yeah, I do. Let's see. Me and our friend Kat went on, so we must have had. It must have been a short wait when we went on.
Yeah.
Because we were sat together. That's interesting question. Well, because you're together all the way through the line. It's just whether you need to be sat together. Do we need to be sat together?
Well, when we went on Flight Force, I was sat in front of you, so I wasn't sat with you at all, and I was literally on my own. There was nobody next to me.
Yeah,
and it was awesome. It was actually awesome. I know it wasn't your favourite ride. From the screens and stuff, but it was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So,
well, you know what? We are busy. Let's single rider it. Yeah.
Yes. Aaron says, I did what I call a Star Wars sandwich last time I went. Hyperspace, Star Tours, and hyperspace again.
Oof.
That sounds
Star
good.
Star Tours is your filling.
That sounds pretty good.
Hyperspace is your bread.
Should we do that?
It was great. Minus the conclusion, I got. Concussion. I'm reading this from a distance. I got at the end of Hyperspace that didn't improve in weeks. Aaron, careful there with that. Watch that neck. That's what
maybe don't do that again. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
My workmate always says, "What's your neck?" Because I'm always like dancing around, and then I always hurt my neck. she goes, "Watch that neck."
Oh, I'm quite looking forward to doing Hyperspace.
Yeah.
Can we do that then?
Yeah,
Can we do that?
Yeah, and then we come off there all giddy.
Yeah.
And I think we have to pile straight into Star Tours, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, we're there. We're there, aren't we?
No, that's what I'm saying. Why don't we do what Aaron said?
Yeah.
We'll
should we do the sandwich?
We'll do a Star Wars
All right,
sandwich.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a thing.
And what we can do is when we get to the last stage of it, we get off Star Tours, we're still giggling and having a great time.
Oh yeah.
Patting each other on the back.
Yeah.
Beating our chests, and then at one point we're gonna like grunt. Star Wars sandwich! Star Wars sandwich! We're going to probably do that.
I'm going to do that in the first inversion on the second time round.
Yeah.
We're just going to scream it.
And you know what? We're having such fun. We're saying things like, I got a bad sandwich about this. We're having fun. We're having a good time. But yes, Chris, let's go meet Darth Vader.
Yes.
Let's do that. And let's, again, attempt to get him to choke us, but he doesn't choke you. And he said to me and Brookie, I don't think so. Because we did it anyway. We just pretended he was choking us, but he wasn't doing anything, and he said, I don't think so.
And then I go, hey, Hugh. The sandwich is strong in this one.
Nice one. Yeah. Use the sandwich, Chris.
Yeah.
Use the sandwich. It's getting a bit laddie now, isn't it? It's getting a bit laddie, isn't it? Yeah.
You'll have to learn the ways of the sandwich if you're to come to Subway with me.
Yeah. We should do Rest at Shoreline. Should we do Rest at Shoreline? Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Can you imagine someone's tuning in for the first time ever, and then we've got this brochure thing up there.
Brochure.
What is this unprofessional outfit they've got going on here? Look at the size of that Star Wars sandwich. That's no.
Aren't you a little small for a sandwich?
That's no sandwich. Aaron's glad this Star Wars sandwich caught on. Right, so we've come off. We've done the sandwich.
And met Darth Vader.
We might.
So that's like a Star Wars club sandwich.
I think we might as well finish it off and get a Darth Vader waffle.
Oh, but what time is it?
Like 10:30.
Oh, do you think they'll have any Mustafa bites? Because I feel like a bit of spice.
Do you want a bit of spice?
A little bit of spice.
Oh, let's do that then. In fact, do they do the waffles down there as well? I can't remember.
I think so.
Well, let's get it all then. We'll get
cool.
We'll get like a Star Wars tapas.
Yes, I like this. Are they selling beer? Do they sell beer there?
I'll tell you what they're not selling.
What?
The Boba Fett biscuit that made me really grumpy.
Oh, you must be
Sandwich.
grumpy.
So they're not selling those. Yeah, we're famous for doing this on the show, guys. On our dream day, we always introduce
Make
something
things bad.
that annoys us and it isn't working or is sold out. But, we'd like to keep it real. Real talk.
Yes. Although normally when we get grumpy like that, Lucy pulls us round somewhere or another and starts telling us off.
Let's get grumpy. Let's
Yeah.
get a beer. Let's get a beer.
Yeah. where can we get a beer around there? Do you know?
Where can we get a beer? I don't know.
Where can we get a beer in Discoveryland? Anyone? Probably nowhere.
Oh, mind you, we had one at breakfast, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we had breakfast beer.
So, but that's worn off by now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mind you, I'm thinking we're going to leave this area now.
Well, we are. We haven't done auto.
Well, no, but I'm thinking
driving. It's petrol.
But you know what?
No, but it's petrol.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
do it.
well, right. So
We can at least
you
sniff
go in
it.
one car and I'll go in other one.
We'll race.
And we'll race each other.
Yeah. All
That'll
right.
be ace.
You win,
Yeah.
but only because someone was like, there was a kid in front of me driving, and
Oh, he's a horrible little kid as well.
And I got he wasn't a well-behaved kid. He was quite a naughty kid.
He didn't like you shouting sandwich all the time either.
No.
He's getting really annoyed by it.
So me and the kid don't like each other, and you end up winning. So
Yeah.
I'm having a bit of a bad day so far.
Yeah.
Where are we going next?
Well, I need the toilet, and there's one right there. So,
There is one there.
but
It's a good toilet.
I'm a cubicle man, and that kid got in the last cubicle available before I did, so I've had to wait for him.
Right.
And he's doing a number 2.
Cubicle man.
So I'm not impressed with that. So he's got on the wrong side of me as well now. Yeah. So let's leave Discoveryland. Oh,
Yeah.
but we haven't done Buzz.
Oh man.
We've got our Buzz on, but we've not
Could
done
be there
Buzz.
all day, but do you know what? It's a very competitive thing, and I think a couple of bros like us, mate, we're gonna want.
No, we want to stay friends, don't we?
We
don't-
do.
don't wanna
No, but
fall
we
out
do
over-
though. But at the same
over
time, we
Toy
can't
Story.
resist compete. Do you know what? We go on it, and I want to say I win because you won the last one, but I don't. You win again, Chris.
Do I win?
Yeah, but only because, and I complain about this. We broke down.
By those batteries.
Yeah,
And I got the high score
and I
one.
couldn't reach, but you could. So it's kind
Yeah.
of so. Even though you won, I'm not happy about it.
No, I get that.
I don't accept it as a proper win.
No, and I'm sorry. Like, I'm quite happy to concede as well. I don't want to
Yeah.
fall out over it.
Well, I think we should take it up a notch and go even more blokey. I think we
Okay.
should leave there, go down to the hub, and just catch the back end of a lovely parade.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Yeah. What, the princes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I like that. That'll be right good.
Or a stage show, a nice stage show.
Oh, shall we?
Yeah.
Rhythms of the Prideslands.
And let's stand up in the middle of it, even though everyone else was sat down.
And just applaud.
So everyone has to stand up. And they're like, who are these two idiots?
I'm going to
over
video
here?
the whole thing as well. I'm going to video the whole thing. But there's that kid's there and he stands up in front of me and he
Oh,
keeps
do you
his
know
head's
what?
just on my video
I'm
the
getting-
whole way through it.
I'm getting sick of this kid.
Oh, because he's 6 foot tall, by the way.
I'm getting sick of this imaginary tall kid. Do you know what? As we're doing this, the side is kicking in. So it's
nice.
It's like real time. Is this?
Should we go and have a look at some pins? Because we're over that way, aren't we?
Where?
At Pin Traders.
What?
Well, haven't we gone to watch Rhythms of the Prideslands?
Where's that?
In Frontierland.
Oh, have we gone over there?
Yeah.
Oh, when I said stage show, I meant like on the castle stage.
Well, there wasn't anything on there.
Oh, right.
We stood there for 20 minutes
so we went,
waiting to see
so
if
we went
anything happened
into,
and there was
went,
nothing on.
Went into Frontierland.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's do some pin trading.
Cool.
But we don't have any official pins, Chris.
We've brought all those ones that we bought
We've
off
got all
eBay.
those scrappers, and they're not
Yeah.
having any of it.
No, not a single one.
No.
But you distract them while I take off with
Don't say it. That's too blokey.
Yeah, but then I feel a bit guilty about it, so I give it back. And then I put a few of my old ones on as well, my scrappers on, just for good measure, because I feel that guilty about it. And I spend 20 quid in the shop buying new pins, because I don't want people to ban me from coming.
See, that's what I'm worried about. I can't imagine just dropping 20 quid on some pins.
Oh, I can.
I
now.
don't think I'm there yet.
Oh, I'm there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's well worth it, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you fancy a scare while we're over that way?
Oh yeah.
Shall we?
Of course. Let's
Yeah.
do it. So
Cool.
we're gonna go on the teacups.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's Phantom Man right up.
Yeah. Be nice, that.
Yeah.
She's all right, that bride, isn't she? It's a bit of a looker.
Do you know what? She's not that bad. She's probably cold to the touch.
Proper fit, though.
See, this is it. You see, this is the kind of lad bants you have to alpha bros like us. Is it lunchtime yet?
Go on, then. Yeah, it must be about that.
I've got a great idea, Chris. Something that we can't do normally. It would be to go to Agrabar.
Oh, yeah, shall we?
Cafe Agrabar.
Yeah. But it's shut.
Yeah, but it's not on this broad day.
No, it is. It's shut.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not open until 2 o'clock.
Ah, fuming. So we're gonna have to have a snack to
Yeah.
put us on,
Yeah.
as they say.
Yeah, so we'll have to go and have steak somewhere, won't we, I guess? Oh, no, we should go to Cowboy Cookout, because that's all me.
Yeah.
We'll go to
Yes.
Cowboy Cookout.
Yes.
And while we're at it,
We'll save Agrabar for
we'll
like
book
early,
it for,
early
we'll
evening.
book it for evening. Be
Right,
nice.
yeah.
We'll ask for
Yeah.
like a table for 2, candles.
Yeah,
and
be just lovely that.
yeah, we'll get a bottle of wine.
Oh, Cowboy Cookout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
All the bones, all the flesh.
I went into Cowboy Cookout on your advice, not because you told me to go into Cowboy Cookout, but because you said sometimes when I'm at DLP, if it's somewhere I've not been in before, I'll just stick my head in and have a look around just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
And I thought I haven't done that, so I did.
Yeah.
Jessie's just outside doing a meet and greet as well, so should we go see her?
That Jessie is brilliant. Jessie is always top notch.
Yeah.
I think they're. No, I can't say that. It'll ruin the magic. Yeah, Jessie's. Let's just say Jessie's consistently good.
And do you know what? They get some cracking pictures. I'm so excited by it that I insist that I go and get the photo pass.
You got
plus
photo pass?
for me and you.
Should we do a
I'm
little-
buying it. It's on me.
We'll do a little.
on
Oh,
me.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll
like
need to
that.
go and get all those pictures from like Buzz and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, well worth it, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. Can we go look at some plant life a bit?
Yeah, we do need to. Yeah, especially we need to go and study the lawn in front of the castle and talk about how it's been
Yeah.
like sufficiently aerated and
Yeah, I'd like that.
scarified and fed and treated for leather jackets with nematodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, because Chris and I, like Chris has brought a plant round today for me.
I have.
It's
over
sat there, and
You're growing bonsais.
and
Bonsai.
Start growing some bonsai trees.
Because he's a lad and that's all like Karate Kid and that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
From seeds.
From seeds.
Yeah.
He's having to do some right interesting stuff like shaving them or something and soaking them and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I got this kit, and it starts off like the first two. It's like plant them,
Oh.
great. And they come with these little like cells that you plant them in, and then the next one it says file it down with some fine sandpaper, and then leave in tepid water overnight. Which is strange because the water can't stay tepid, but it starts.
I feel
off
like we're
tepid.
getting off topic a little bit.
A little bit, and then the last ones are like put them on some moist cotton wool in the fridge for 12 weeks. I'm like, what? So yeah, I've got to do that.
But back on topic,
Yeah.
you're also growing chilies, and you've given me a chili to grow as well.
Yeah.
And I think we mentioned on one of the shows previously, but I reckon we should make a 37 Disney Street
Yeah.
hot sauce
Mm-hmm.
when if we get any chilies out of this.
37
Harvest.
Spicy Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we're gonna do that, and I do have a. In fact, I could make a hot sauce with a hot sauce kit that I was given on my birthday, which I haven't opened yet.
Oh.
But it's not the same because I want to use my own chilies. But that won't be until November. You know, it's like November before you can harvest that. It's a long wait, mate,
It is a long way.
but it's worth it.
Yes.
So we've been looking at some plants.
Yeah.
We're doing that thing where when you see two guys stood with hands on their hips, like pointing at something and talking with great authority. That's going to be us in Adventureland. Going, oh yeah. What they want to do around here is they want to get rid of all that dead stuff on the bottom and mulch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Bliss.
Yeah.
Absolute bliss.
What
Proper lads' day. This. I'm liking it.
What time is it now?
Well, I would reckon it's probably about 2 o'clock, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
We need to
I
get
would have thought
cracking.
so. Yeah.
Because it's also 18
Are we
minutes.
going to the studios?
18, it's 19 minutes past 9.
What?
So, yeah, we're going to go to the studios. And
Okay.
we should probably do that now.
Okay, let's go. I've still only been on one roller coaster twice so far.
Right, we've got to go on No, do we do flat? Have you done Crush before?
No, I haven't, and I really want to.
Right.
We do single rider, so
Single rider
a
it.
bit of time. Yeah, yeah.
Straight on there. It's still about half an hour, but
I feel sick now.
that's fine. Do you?
Yeah. So can we go get some booze from all those like stalls that are in and around?
Yeah, yeah,
Just to like steady my head a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are they doing any nice wines in the Ratatouille courtyard?
No, they're doing awful wines, but we have it anyway.
Yeah.
We just buy the cheapest we can get. Whatever's cheap,
There's one that
give us a straw.
There's one that we claim is like vinegar, but we say vinagre because we're trying to speak the language, but we're not very good at it.
Yeah. Makes me need the toilet a lot.
Oh, right. So what's the most extreme bro-ish rides we can do? This is too much testosterone, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry if it's. If it's
I
a
like
bit
to think
much.
that they can tell we're doing it tongue in cheek.
By the way, I'm not trying to lower my voice just particularly because we're talking about this. It's just playing Sweeney Todd this week. I've had to retrain my voice to be lower, and it seems to have stuck.
You like John Krasinski? Have
It's
you heard his
weird.
voice lately?
No.
He's different, but also he needs vocal rest.
Does he?
And this has been
bless him.
since Monsters University. There's a hint of it on there where I go, oh, he sounds a little tiny bit hoarse. I saw an advert he did with Chris Evans and about a self-parking car, and they do it in like Boston accents. And his voice is so tired that at one point it breaks and it's inaudible, but they've kept it in.
Oh.
And every time I see him, I think, mate, you need about a month off speaking.
Oh, bless him. That's not nice.
His
is
voice
it?
is just like gone.
Well, I'm just hoping that it all comes back and I get my tenor voice back because I don't like being this
Your
deep and
beautiful falsetto.
yeah, I need it. Anyway, should we go to Agrabah now? I mean,
Well,
oh no, because we're over in the
yeah,
studios, aren't we? Go
we're
on,
studios. So let's
we've had a couple of drinks.
I think we need to do RC racer.
Okay.
And that
you
is
get me on that. Yeah, go
it's
on then.
good fun, and we giggle.
Yeah,
We do giggle.
yeah. Can we have a Toy Story sandwich
Yeah.
and go on the parachute drops?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then back on RC Racer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we bought Premier Access for all this?
No,
No, I think we're single rider in
because
a lot of them.
we're skinflings. We'll spend money
That's
on
true.
stuff like that. Come on.
You can single ride parachutes,
Mm-hmm.
so that's like 5 minutes. That's an easy one.
It's not 5 minutes if you don't single ride it.
No.
Okay.
Do we do Tower of Terror?
Well, we could do. Yeah, I mean, we've just done parachutes. It's the same ride,
I
isn't
think we need to get a beer before we do that because we're going to be queuing quite a while there,
it? Okay.
like at least 40 minutes.
Can we sneak the beer into the queue?
Probably 50 minutes.
Do you reckon we can sneak it into the queue?
We could decant it into a plastic bottle,
Yeah, let's do that.
which I don't advise anyone does, but that's what we're doing.
Cheryl says, "Oh, I didn't even realise the time. I've missed a bro show. I'm gutted."
Oh,
Yeah.
Cheryl, it's been
Yeah.
very, very
The
laddie.
things we have discussed, honestly, it's been incredible. We've drunk cider. We've talked about bonsais.
I can feel some chest hairs appearing on me as we speak. As
Yeah?
we do this show, I can feel them like coming out, and it's a bit painful.
We should go watch a soccer game or some rugger.
Some ragga.
Rugger. I just go out for a fate. Go have a fate on road.
Go out fating.
Fating, yeah.
Is it time then to go back to Agrabah? It is, isn't it? Is it Agrabah time?
It could be. Emma suggested a triple-decker Toy Story sandwich and go on Slinky Dog as well. But Slinky Dog's a little bit tame, isn't it? That's like
Do you
having,
know, with all these beers, I don't think that one's a good idea.
it's like having mayonnaise on your sandwich instead
Yeah.
of salad cream.
We've
It's
just
got no tang.
It's got no tang. It's got no edge. We've just had a beer though, so I don't think that's a good idea.
We should stumble back over if we're going to cafe. If we're going to Agrabah, we should probably stumble back over there and have some nice food. I'm going to find the spiciest thing they do.
I know what we can do as well.
Ooh,
We can go to see a show and have a nap because we're in
Oh.
because we're in our 40s.
Stitch. Is Stitch still on? Could we just go watch Stitch?
We could do
But
it.
sit at the back?
It might pick us out though, and it's on benches.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah,
Let's go into like that theatre and watch a show, and let's go watch that new Disney Junior show and have a nap,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
and then we'll be ready for dinner.
Yes, that sounds like a great
We'll
idea.
be refreshed.
Oh, better idea.
Yeah.
After we've done that,
Mhm.
we'll get on the train and go around once. We can have a nap on that as well.
Yes. I forget the train's there.
That'd be really nice, relaxing.
I love doing train.
Snooze.
See what?
We could stay on.
Our
forever.
train is so much better than the one at Florida. We got on that finally, and we got off, and I was like, "That was rubbish. It doesn't go anywhere interesting." The Florida one.
No.
It's just around some scrappy back areas through some trees. There's a couple of deer and things knocking about, and you don't get to see anything. But there's more of a view at Paris.
I like it in Adventureland. You go past, there's like an old abandoned Jeep and stuff. And like, you can't see it from anywhere else. It's literally there.
Yeah,
for the train.
Yeah,
It's great.
There's a cast member on dedicated to DLP once that was saying they used to. I've said this before. Used to on their lunch breaks would go on to that Jeep and like act up for the trains.
Oh, really?
Isn't that nice? On their break, no less.
Aaron said, go into Mickey's Philomagics. The seats there are so comfy. So what we could do is, rather than going and seeing a show in studios, we could go get on the train, go around 3 times, get off at Discoveryland. Okay, we're back in Discoveryland again, I know. Go and do that. Then we could have another Star Wars sandwich before we go for tea.
Oh, man. That's
Do you think
that's
four times in a day?
If we can fit it in. We've done about 20 rides.
We can fit it in. I'm paying the Premier Access for us to fit it in. Okay.
Right, yeah, that's true.
I've done it.
Right,
We've paid for it. It's done.
You've bitten at this late hour. You've bought Premier. You must be drunk.
Well, I am. I've had a beer and some vinaigrette, and I'm squiffy.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna get the spiciest food in Cafe Agrabah.
Yes.
Because Lucie doesn't like spice,
No.
and it doesn't stop me from having spice. But I wouldn't go into a spicy restaurant with her.
No.
Because Bonnie, there's not much for them. But with just us, Chris, we can go spice mad.
Oh, and when we come out, it's just starting to get dark, so all the lights are coming up around there.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful there, isn't it, at that time of night. So obviously we take a romantic stroll through Aladdin's Passage.
Yeah.
Because it's there, and it's right there.
Yeah.
We both love it. You know, it'll be a proper blokey.
Yeah.
Stroll through, and then we could go do some shopping in that.
Ooh.
See if they've got any bags we like and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we go get a wand?
Like that lights up.
No, like the glass ones from the Merlin shop in the castle.
Well, I'm happy to go and have a look, but I'm too tight to be spending money on such things.
Well, should we go in the Christmas shop instead then and buy some baubles?
No, you if you want a wand, Chris, you get a wand.
I want a wand.
You get a wand.
I do.
So let's go get you a nice wand. You deserve it. So
Thank you.
We get Chris a lovely wand.
Oh, ace. I'll lean towards purples and greens for the gems that go in the middle of it.
Hey, this is the kind of info we need, Alid. Listen to this.
Go on.
Sad fact of the day. The DLP trains and locomotives were built in the Welsh valleys.
There you are.
And that's the kind of thing
Who knew?
we can say aloud every time some new passengers get on the train. We can say it like, do you know when people are like saying something to the person they're with, but they're actually announcing it for everyone to enjoy? And when you go, don't, I know what you're trying to do, mate. Don't try and give me facts through your friend. But that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, and if we're gonna do that, I know I said we'd have a nap, but my parents, when they lived in London, they used to be those people that sat on the tube and just smiled at everyone because they thought it was hilarious how everybody was just like didn't want to make eye contact. So I quite like to just sit and smile at everybody. Just big smiles on the train every time someone gets on.
Someone spoke to me on the London Underground once. We had a lovely chat, and I realised it was because he was from like Marsden.
Oh.
So I thought, you know what, it's not true what they say, and then I heard his accent, and I thought, he's only talking to me because he's a northerner.
We're getting close to finish time, so how are we going to finish this day off?
We're probably going to...
Sports bar.
Oh, man. Yeah, let's go to the English pub.
English pub, yes.
Is that what it's called? What's it called? The Royal.
Royal pub.
The Royal. We're going to go to the
Royal pub.
Well...
And have some IPAs.
We're probably going to go to the village and overstay our welcome, aren't we?
Yes.
Get kicked out. We're going to be there so long. You know when you're in a bar or a restaurant and you're there so long that suddenly you look around and not only the lights come on, but you can see there's a cleaning product on the bar.
They really want you to leave.
I hate that.
Yeah.
That's when you've been there way too long. When when you see that bottle of Jif on the counter, you should have been gone an hour ago.
But at last orders, I bought us both 6 pints, so we've still got 5 left.
Oh, man.
We have to drink them. So then we end up being kicked out anyway, and we're all stumbling around with handfuls of drinks.
Are we supposed to be getting up the next day to go back into the park? Or because we're going to
not just that.
We're going to be rough.
We have to get up with the kids, because the kids are going to be there as well.
Oh, yeah, and like, if there's any hint that we're going to have a bit of a line and perhaps meet them there, our wives are not happy.
Oh, no. They
say...
No, because they had to take them to Val d'Europe for the day yesterday.
Selfish of us. Yeah. that we went off and had
They went to Primark.
we had a good time, but now, we're pigs.
We're awful, aren't we?
Yeah, so we have to get up
Yeah.
at 7:45.
Yeah.
Oh God!
And not just that. when we do get in the
feel
queue for early magic time the next day,
Do you throw
that
up?
really tall, horrible kid's right in front of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. That was our mandate.
Yeah, it was good,
What do you
wasn't it?
think, guys?
Yeah.
It's always bad when do you know what, I should.
It's always bad when the
Well,
waitresses.
sometimes I start reading these and I think, should I preview these first? Because a couple of times I've read stuff out and I've been like, oh, I wish I hadn't read that out. No, what's Alan say? It's always bad when the waitresses start
putting the chairs on top of the tables around you. Yeah,
you.
absolutely. Yeah, completely agree.
Your mandate sounded amazing, says Aaron.
Not to sound like Lucy, but the Mjolnir of failure has not made an appearance, and yet we're at that time. We're going to do an EMT show for our Patreon subscribers, our Disney Street pals now, and those of you who plan on joining us, you're going to get to have a guess at the Sum Sums again, because we haven't done one of these shows for a while.
Basket Zums.
Yes. On top of that, I'm not here next week because I'm having a hernia gauzed up, so that'll be fun. But there was something else I was going to say, and I don't know what it was, Hugh. What was I going to say? You don't know, do you?
No, not a clue. I can't even guess.
It's probably, in all honesty,
I'm too drunk after all these beers.
it's going to be a bit patchy over the next month or so because we're getting into summer holidays, aren't we? So there'll be times when some of us are in, some of us aren't.
Some of us actually in DLP.
Yeah, that's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not me, though. I'm not. They didn't invite me. I couldn't have gone anyway.
You're always
I'm
invited.
I'm going to have a lad's holiday on my own.
You can have a-
Gulliver's Kingdom.
You can have a me party.
Yeah.
We watched that today,
Me party.
as I said earlier.
Yeah.
Mm.
So there we are. I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but I can't think.
It'll
at
come to you
all
when
what
it's
it was.
too
Yeah,
late.
after we've
I need
switched
to
off.
tweet this picture as well.
You do need to tweet the picture. Well, I guess what Lucy says. I know. Okay, so well, I've been Lucy. These have been the boys.
The bros.
The bros. A goodbye.
Thank you.